Good morning, students. Let's get our new chapter, Peripheral Devices. In this chapter, we are going to read about the input and output devices. Peripheral devices means input and output devices. So let's get started. In this chapter, the key features are input devices and output devices. So let's get started. I am sure you use many different types of devices while working on a computer. So in while working in computer, we use many types of devices like keyboard, mouse, etc. or playing game on it. If we are using playing game on it, so we use joystick, gamepad, etc. So I know you listen to songs and also watch movies loaded in it. Have you ever wondered how many kinds of devices we use, like keyboard, mouse, joystick, printer, speakers, etc.? All these peripheral devices are known as input and output devices. We use many kinds of devices like keyboard, mouse, joystick, printer, speakers, etc. These all are input and output devices. So these are connected to computer. To that we can give instructions and receive answer. So these all are devices connected with computer. To that we can give instruction also and we can receive the answer also. So first of all, first one is input device. So the devices which are used to give data and instruction to the computer are called input device. For an example, keyboard, mouse, joystick and light pen, etc. We can use these type of input devices to give instructions to the computer. So here you can see a first input device, keyboard. So in keyboard, it is the most commonly used input device. It is used to enter data and instructions directly into the computer. We use it to enter data and instructions directly into the computer. So you also might see that there are lot of keys. So let's see how many keys are there. There are 104 buttons on the keyboard, means there are 104 keys on the keyboard, which are called keys. These buttons are called keys. So for extra knowledge, we can see here the keyboard was invented 134 years ago by Christopher L. Scholz. So keyboard was invented 134 years ago by, and who is the inventor who invented this? Christopher L. Scholz. So next input device is mouse. Mouse is another input device which is commonly found connected with the computers. Commonly we can see that a mouse is also connected with the computer, and it is basically a pointing device which works on the principle of point and click. When the mouse is moved on the mouse pad, a light beam underneath reflect to give motion to the pointer on the screen. The mouse is used in Windows or Windows based programs where the user can run the command by pointing the objects with the help of pointer and clicking the buttons on the mouse. We also use mouse for drawing in paint and kit picks. It means it is using just a principle, and that principle is uh, which works on the it works on the principle, and that is point and click, and it is basically called a pointing device also. So we usually use the mouse in paint and kit packs. Let's go in the second page of your book. So here you can see that there are different types of mouses. First one is scroll mouse, second is optical mouse, and third one is cordless mouse. So most of the latest mouses these days include a wheel in the middle of two buttons. Two buttons means left and right button. In between the two wheels, you can see in middle of two buttons, you can see a scroll through documents more easily. So we scroll the document, we scroll any page easily with the help of a mouse. We use our forefinger to move the wheel to scroll up or down in a document. So optical mouse use red light. So optical mouse, where's optical mouse? The middle one. Optical mouse use red light to track the movement of mouse for moving the pointer on the computer screen. So this type of mouse is more accurate and reliable than the traditional mouse. So here you can see that the optical mouse is called a type of a mouse which is more accurate and reliable than the traditional mouse. So nowadays cordless mouse is very popular. Nowadays a cordless mouse is very popular. It does not have wires. You can see that it does not have wires. It is either uses Bluetooth technology to send the data through the air to a receiver, usually plugged in USB port of the computer. So you can see that the third one, cordless mouse, is a wireless mouse, means it works with the help of a Bluetooth. And next one is joystick and gamepad. You can see here the pictures also joystick. This is joystick and this is gamepad. So joystick and gamepad are also input devices which are used to control the movement of object on the screen. It is basically used to control the movement of object on the screen. Just like mouse, these are also pointing device. Just like a mouse is a basically work in the point and click point and click principle. Point and click principle, use point and click principle. So just like that, it also these are also using the same pointing device. These are also a pointing device, joystick and gamepad. The joystick has a vertical stick. You can see in the picture also there is a vertical stick with a track ball as at its bottom. You can see also here this is a track ball in the middle of the device. The user needs to move the objects quickly on the screen. With the movement of this vertical stick, the objects can be moved in all directions. If it means if you are moving this stick in the right direction, the object is also moving in the right direction. Okay, a gamepad is a type of game controller held into two hands. We can hold this device into two hands, where the fingers, especially the thumb finger, are used to provide input by pressing buttons on it. It also known as a control pad. We usually play games in computer with the help of gamepad, and it is also known as a control pad. So here you can see think and answer. Have you seen joystick in any other machine? This is a question for you. This is a homework for you also. Have you seen joystick in any other machine? So next is light pen. Light pen is another pointing type input device. These are all input device. We are talking about input device right now. So light pen is another pointing type input device. It is a pen shaped device which can be used by directly pointing the objects on the screen. This is its shape is like a pen. It can also be used for making drawings directly on the monitor screen. It is used to make drawings directly in the monitor. So Scanner. Next is scanner. We can store pictures, photographs, diagrams into the computer with the help of a scanner. So with the help of a scanner, we can store pictures, photographs, diagrams in the system, in our computer. The scanner reads the image and saves it in the computer as a file. It reads the image and saves it in a computer. So next is touch screen. You usually use a computer, smartphone. You are using a smartphone nowadays, so you already know about the touch screen, because our cell phone is also a touch screen device. So touch screen is a special computer screen that takes the input by sensing the touch of a human finger, glove, hand, stylus, pen, or any other pointing device. It means by a single touch we can use any touch screen. The user gives instruction to the computer just by touching the screen. So next is microphone. It is also an input device. It is used to record sound or voice into the computer system. You can store voice data in the computer by speaking in front of this device. So we can use it as a recorder also. We can use it to store our voice data into the computer by speaking in front of it, and we can also record our voice also. So next one is output devices. These are the input devices. So what are the input devices here? So input devices, the first one is keyboard. We talked about keyboard here. And next one is joystick and gamepad. Next is mouse. I forgot mouse here. These are mouse. And next is third one is joystick and gamepad. Next is light pan. Next is scanner. Next is touch screen. And the last one is microphone. So these are all the input devices. There are so many input devices. We already read about it. So here is the think and answer question is also here. So can you name any two input devices other than those taught in this chapter? So yes, we can. The answer is first one is graphic pad and next one is digital camera. So these are also input devices. So next one is output devices. Output devices, the devices which are used to display the results or information are called output device. You can view the output on the monitor, or you can print it on a paper using printer. Monitor and the printer are the commonly used output devices. So monitor and printer are the commonly used output device. Output device means you are getting the results now. So we can see it in a monitor. It is called soft copy, and we are getting in paper with the help of a printer. It means we are getting hard copy of our output. So next one is monitor. So first output device is monitor. This is the most common output device connecting with the computer to display process information. The display of the processed information, if we are getting, so this is the most common output device connected with the computer, which can give us a output. It looks like a TV. Yes, it's look like a TV. You can see the pictures also. Our pictures are displayed by using a large number of very small dots on screen called pixels. The number of pixels that a monitor can show on its screen is referred to as the resolution of the screen. So the first of all, what is pixel? So pixels are when we see a pictures, the very small dots on a screen are called are called pixels, and the number of pixel that a monitor can show on its screen is referred to as a resolution. That is called resolution of the screen. So you can see two types of monitor here. First one is CRT monitor, next one is LCD monitor. The two commonly used monitor types are, first one is CRT, that is cathode ray type monitor. Next one is LCD, that is liquid crystal display monitor. So there are two types of monitor. Commonly we use, first one is CRT, cathode ray tube, and next one is LCD, that is liquid crystal display monitor. The output produced on the screen is called soft copy because it cannot be retained for a long time. So if we see a high output on the monitor, it means we are getting soft copy of our output. So nowadays, add to your knowledge, here you can see LCD LCD uses very small amount of electricity as compared to CRT. So in the comparison of CRT, LCD uses very small amount of electricity. So this is the benefit of LCD also. Okay, nowadays LCD monitors are more popular as their sharp picture quality. LCD have a sharp picture quality also. They are light weighted and flat screen monitors. They are very light weighted, the weight is very low, and the screen is very flat. And next is printer. This is an important output device of the computer system. It gives a printed output of the result that appear on the monitor screen. So it gives a hard copy. Printed output is called hard copy output. So there's a difference between monitor and printer also. Monitor gives a output on the screen, that is called soft copy, and printer gives us a results on the paper, that is called hard copy. So here you can see that this output can be preserved even if the computer is switched off. If computer is switched off, the if we get a output on the paper, so it means it is also preserved if the computer is switched off or not. So printers are of different types. On the basis of their printing techniques, printers grouped as follows. Character printer, first one is character printer, that is dot matrix. Here you can see the pictures also. Next one is line printer. For an example, line printer. Here you can see the picture. Third is page printer, that is for an example, inkjet and laser printer. So add to your knowledge here, the most commonly used printers are dot matrix and inkjet and laser printers. So next one is speakers. Speakers are categorized as output device. These are used to listen to the music and sound played by the computer. So speakers are used to uh, listen the music and sound played by the computer. So normally they come in a pair and have different shapes and size. So they have a different shapes and size also, and normally they come in a pair. So next one is plotter. We can get the print of the photograph, drawing, image stored in the computer by using a plotter. It is an output device which provides a high quality of printed output. It is generally used by engineers and architects. So plotter means if we do not want a print in a small paper, A4 size paper, we want a printout for our wall also, we can say. So we use plotter. So here is the only two pages. In the third page there is a summary also, so you can look at your book, page number 10. So here you can see that let's summarize. There is a summary also. Input device I am reading, so look at your book. There's no third image. There's not a third image. So look at your book, page number 10. We are going to read summary also. So let's summarize. First one is input devices are used to give data and instruction to the computer. So input devices are, you already know about this now. The input devices are used to give data and instruction given by the keyboard or mouse by any input devices, with the help of any input devices to the computer. So keyboard and mouse are the most commonly used input devices. So keyboard and mouse is the most commonly used input devices. Microphone gives sound or voice into input to the computer, means just like a recorder, voice recorder. So next is output devices are used to display the results or information on the computer. Next is monitor and printer are the commonly used output device, and one is a give one can give a output in hard copy and one can give in a soft copy. So the output seen on the video is called soft copy. And what is the full form of video? Visual display unit. It means visual. What is visual display unit? It is also known as monitor. So next one is the printed copy of the output is called hard copy. Speakers are used to listen to the music and sounds played by the computer. Next is plotter are used for a high quality of printed output. So that's it for today. So have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you so much.